Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Lady of Huntington. You may very well hear kittens, I imagine you will, crying in the background. They are in one of the spare bedrooms. They are the two little Bengal kittens which I have been hand raising. They're now eating on their own, so that's all fantastic. They heard me come down this end of the house, and whenever they hear me, they cry out because I want to come out to where Mum is. They have been out playing with me through the afternoon. I brought them some new toys and things like that, so they're not very happy with being put back into their room, especially when they can hear me talking. So please excuse them. What I wanted to do is to jump on here and have a little bit of a chat with you all. A lot of you have been following my MS journey and walking on the treadmill and so forth, and I thoroughly enjoy having you all along for the ride and couldn't thank you enough. What I'm going to be doing is to update you all every Friday with how things are going, because if I'm getting on the treadmill twice a day, 3 times a day for 10-15 minutes at a time, you're going to get extremely bored and not want to watch, which I totally understand. So I'm just going to come back to you each Friday and give you a bit of an update on how I'm going. I'm feeling fantastic at the moment. Everything's going really well. If only I could sleep a bit more, that would be even better. But hey, can't. So I can't do much about that. The kittens are keep on getting me sidetracked. So yes, I'm going to get back to you each Friday to let you know how I'm going on the treadmill, what sort of time I'm up to, how long I'm walking for, what distance I'm walking for, and how my weight loss is going. As you may know, I have now started Duramine to try and counteract the drug, or one of the drugs that I've been on for my MS, which has made me put on so much weight, or contributed, I shouldn't say made me, it has contributed to the majority of my weight gain. I've not been a big person all my life. I used to play competitive indoor cricket, softball and tennis. I would play for the state. I'm extremely competitive when doing so, and anything that I take on which is a challenge. So I have no doubt I'm going to kick this one to the curb as well, and I'm going to continue on and keep updating you. Ask me any questions, kick me in the butt, do whatever you want to do. Do you want to know what my weight is? That's one of my biggest fears, is putting it out there. It scares me to death. So I don't know if it matters to you or not, whether or not you see my weight, whether you see actually how much I weigh. I personally don't think it does. You can see me. You can see I'm a bigger person, and you're going to start to see me, well, I'm assuming, all going well, or start to see me slim down. So if you're all wanting to see the actual numbers, let me know, and I will really consider doing so. At this point in time, I'm like, oh, how embarrassing. I couldn't possibly show you that. But if you're all out there and you're saying, I want to know what your weight actually is, and I want to know how many kilos are coming off those scales, I will consider it. This video has been one of the hardest videos that I've made. Talking about my weight for me is extremely embarrassing, but I know other people may be going through the same thing, so I want to be able to be, not their voice, but, for people to know that they're not the only one that's going through weight gain, or being a bigger person. And I had a friend who's really, really, really tiny, and she said the same thing is for her. That, people say to her, well, what's wrong with you? Why don't you eat? And I can tell you, she eats, she eats donuts, she eats, lots of things that she loves. She doesn't hold back from eating, but she just cannot put on any weight. And that's her body type. We're all born with different DNA and things like that, and our bodies react differently to different things. So whether you're big or whether you're small, you may have problems with your weight, or, lack of weight. They're all a problem. And if you've got somebody that you can talk to, that's great. If you want to jump on here and talk to us, that's brilliant as well. As for me, this is just purely for me. I'm not doing it to try and impress anybody, to show anybody, that, you know, this is what you can do. But at the end of the day, it's about me. I started doing my YouTube channel for something that later on down the track, my children and grandchildren and whatnot can actually look back on. So it's kind of like keeping a memory alive, or I'm not doing a memory book, but you know, probably even better than an actual book, because they can see my facial expressions, or you know, or whatever it may be, and I might give them a laugh, it might make them sad, whatever it may be. At least it's going to be here, and they can look back on it. So that's why I've done it. Different people do YouTube for different reasons. I'm having fun doing it. I'm going to continue doing it. I might get a lot of negative comments about my weight and about me doing this weight loss and things like that. Hey, got broad shoulders, bring it on. It might make me more determined. And again, it might make me stick my head in the sand and cry with shame. I don't know. All I know is that, you know, I feel comfortable sitting here and talking to you guys about it. You've all been so supportive, and I just want to continue on my journey. But I wanted to let you know that just because you're not seeing my videos of me walking each day like I was doing initially, it's just because I thought you may get very bored with it, and I didn't want that to happen. So Fridays is going to be the day that you're going to see how I'm going. I'm going to sort of put everything together for the week in some way, shape or form. I don't know how, because I haven't started that yet. So it's what's today? Tuesday? Oh, I can still do it for, you know, the next few days, I guess. And let you know what my weight and whatnot is on Friday. Yeah, and go from there. But anyhow, guys, if you're wanting to see more, if you want me to document it more, I certainly will. I mean, it may turn into, you know, just may fizzle out. Who knows? I don't want it to fizzle out. I want to keep going, and I'm going to keep going regardless of whether you guys are interested or not. I hope you are, and hope it benefits somebody. But anyhow, guys, probably enough with my chit chat, and I will shush for now, and I will talk to you again soon.